Hey, One World Entertainment, and it's been a while since we heard anything about this movie, but we have news on Extraction, more so Extraction 3, because it is now officially happening. Yep, we actually have confirmation that it is on its way. So, let's have a look at this. So it says, the best action franchise from Netflix finally gets a long-awaited update. Extraction 3 is officially in the works, and the story is being polished according to the film's producers, the Russo brothers. Sam Hargrave is back in the director's chair to finish out his fan-favourite trilogy, which features some of the most innovative and epic action sequences from the past decade. After an explosive Extraction 2, the sequel looks to finally start production sometime next year. While attending New York Comic Con, Collider spoke with Anthony and Joe Russo about the third film in the Extraction franchise. I would assume they brought the franchise up. Collider probably only wanted to hear about Avengers. So it says, Joe, who wrote the previous two installments, returns to pen the new sequel. He intentionally remained secretive about Extraction 3, but couldn't help but tease the upcoming production. In addition to confirming the story is being worked on, Joe revealed that filming is planned to begin in 2025. And here's what he said. We're in the middle of working on that story right now. Hard at work. We're hoping to go into production on it next year. It's definitely filming next year. I'm just being cagey because it's more fun. So then it says, although plot details are noticeably absent, Chris Hemsworth is expected to reprise his lead role as Taylor Rake in Extraction 3. After narrowly escaping death in the first film, Netflix was compelled to bring the franchise back after the hard-hitting original story captivated audiences around the world. Extraction 2 shocked audiences by delivering an even more action-packed film while introducing a more nuanced story. While most won't care as much about the latter, Extraction 3 will bring about an even more expansive storyline. The other thing to keep in mind as well is we do know that they are talking about doing spin-offs because, of course, in the last film, Idris Elba was in there and he seemed to be forming teams and whatnot. So it was very much hinting that they were going to start doing other spin-offs in this, the Extraction story and the franchise, which could be interesting. As long as it doesn't start watering it down or going a bit too... Like, you don't want the main stories to kind of be what they are. You know, that kind of grounded, hard-hitting thing. And other ones to start kind of become jokey or way over the top and stuff like that. Not that some of this stuff isn't over the top, but you know what I mean. You know, you don't want Extraction to be basically Fast and the Furious and spin-offs to be Fast 10, you know, where one was kind of grounded and normal and the other is batshit crazy, where they're super spies jumping out of airplanes and landing on submarines, you know, driving cars in space. That's what you don't want. It is interesting. It's funny to think, actually, that would these movies do well on the big screen? Because that's the thing about them being on Netflix. They're like, you watch them, you forget about them almost. And it's like, I wonder if they would have legs if they were on the big screen. I think they would do well. I don't think they would do super well. Like, I don't think they're going to be racking in like $800 million or something. But I think they could bring in at least $500 million plus. And I think they're not spending all that much on these movies. I'm not actually sure what the budgets are on those movies. But the last one was pretty cool. A lot of people didn't enjoy it as much as the first one, but they still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was and whatnot. I do really enjoy those, what's meant to be the one-shot action scene. The first one, of course, was through the car and stuff like that. This one was through the prison onto the train and stuff. And it's crazy the way they did it and stuff, and it looks cool. And this is kind of the only role really that landed for Chris Hemsworth, like, that fans enjoyed and stuff. other than 4. Because everything else he was in, people were just like, yeah, he was fine on that, but Jesus Christ, the movie. So, like, The Men in Black International, Jesus Christ, that thing sucked. So, it's good that he had stuff like this, but again, it's weird and almost unfortunate that it's not something that goes on the big screen, because this could be like an alternative to John Wick, you know, Wick being kind of more, I don't know whether gritty or darker kind of take, with more intrigue, more kind of twists and turns, where Extraction is kind of just brute force, you know. But I'm excited to see what comes of it. You know, I liked the 2 other movies, so yeah, bring it on. Why not? Let's keep an eye on that space. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.